with more Nexus Gaming Series action, and this time around, we have ourselves a friend. Moist Weenus is over here. Weenus, how's it going?
Hello, hello. Doing pretty good. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing, lady? You doing good?
I'm doing great. You filled me in on why this match is extra exciting, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna start up the lobby. If you want to tell people why this match in particular is so exciting.
Sure. So this is some Div A action coming to you here for Nexus Gaming Series Season 6. And we have n0b0 Esprouts, and they're in first place versus Dread Pirates, and they're in third. So these teams are pretty close, and Dead Pirates are 2 matches behind, so they haven't played those yet. And so they're very close. So I expect a very close game tonight. Hopefully 13-3 for Dread Pirates and 18-3 for n0b0 Esprouts.
It's super close and it's super exciting. And I mean, I've seen Dread Pirates play a bunch personally, and they always put on a really good show. So I'm really excited to see what both these teams bring. And real quickly, Stark, thank you for the 10 months of resubbing. I love you, friends. Thank you.
Stark.
Hi, Stark.
Miss you. See you soon.
All right. So yeah, we actually didn't go over the map hoo-ha. So while this draft is kind of shaking out, let's go and take a look at the picks and bans. Dread Pirates banning out Altaric Pass. n0b0 saying we don't want to play on Towers of Doom, so taking that off the table in game number 1. As you can see, Battlefield of Eternity, the 2-lane map that is sometimes fun and sometimes not fun.
Yeah, it always seems like it's fun if you win the objective, right? And if you win the game, you're like, that was a fun game. If you lose, you're like, that game was no fun. That was cheese.
Commentary, just like, yeah, it's a good map sometimes, and sometimes it's not good. I do this sometimes. I'm interested at this Arthas ban. It's not something we usually see so early in the ban phase, so maybe a n0b0 specialty.
Yeah, this may be a target ban here as well as normally Zeratul, if that's left to n0b0, they'll pick it up. So I think they wanted to pick it up so that it wouldn't go to Dread Pirates. But we do see a n0b0 and Li Ming. n0b0 making a lot of plays these days and getting a lot of wins. I think he's a really strong tank right now, even though I think there were small nerfs to a noob today in the patch.
Yeah, I think a couple small things, but in the last match he was heavily prioritized, and this one as well heavily prioritized. I'm not surprised to see that. He just has so much. There's so many aspects to him, right? You have your burrow, it has great engage, great escape as well. Being able to use the barbs to stun out your opponents, the power of Cocoon to just shut down a team fight is always really strong. So he's always a pretty solid pickup these days, it seems. Artanis in the 3, Sylvanas in the 2. This draft is going really fast, and I'm confused by so many of these. Why is a Varied and why is a Lucio banned? Oh my god, Weenus.
I don't know. Maybe one was supposed to counter the other. Like, we're going to ban Lucio? All right, we'll take his counter and ban him. See you later, Varian. But yeah, I really like Artanis on this map. That's so much damage from an offlaner onto the Immortal that... This could be a spicy composition, and then you have Tyrande with the Hunter's Mark. Maybe there's going to be some kind of AA in addition to Sylvanas, although Sylvanas is quite a bit of AA on her own, so that'll be interesting. There goes Raynor, though, over to Richard Gere for n0b0, so they're going to take that away.
I mean, both sides, like you mentioned, having all this auto attack damage. We still need a support on the side of Dread Pirates. Do we see a Lily maybe coming? Oh no, they have the Tyrande. What am I talking about? I saw a Lily the other day go into a Tyrande, and I thought it was genius. Because at 7, she gets the auto attack to keep healing a marked target. Oh no,
right.
they moved that to level 1 now. They swapped those two. But I was just like, oh, if you blind a Tyrande. Like,
she's not going to land any of those shots.
Yeah.
It just totally nerfs her down, yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. But we see the Diablo Hanzo a bit more on the normal side of things. And then Imperius coming back around. I've been seeing him picked up a bit more lately.
Yeah, he has been played by n0b0 Esprouts a few times, so it is in their hero pool. But I heard read some tweets that now he's he's gone down back to Urail hell or whatever, and now with all these changes that he's in a bad spot. But I don't know. It's patch day. I think people might need a little bit more time. What's up, Kaleo in the chat? Glad you're here. He says,
Butts. Butts in the coconut. Yeah, is it cat weenus or is it moist peach? That's a good question.
I think
the question.
I don't know.
The
I think you should go first in the name, but moist peach I think sounds better. But I think it needs to be. I don't know. Somehow you in the front, but
a cat. Well, if you think about it, a cat's weenus is really, really soft because it's covered in fur. So
it's perfect.
Oh, meow meow there.
Oh, nice. I love it.
Yes. It's hard to keep up with you. You land puns so well, and it's just like anything else I even attempt to do is just in the shadows.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Let's get into game number 1 over in the blue. We have Dread Pirates. We're going to see Slithering 1 on the Sylvanas. Sir Stiggles is going to be on Hanzo. Delurker on the Diablo. Mystic will be on Tyrande. And Artanis will be played by Batmary.
And on the right-hand side, we have n0b0 Esprouts with Virtuoso playing Anubarak, Bernie Byrne playing Stukov, Richard Gere on Raider, Bix with Sticks playing Li Ming, and Ray on Imp Imperious. This is n0b0 Esprouts.
I was thinking about getting an air horn button on my stream deck, but then I'm like, I can just make the noise. It's totally fine.
I do have a button, but I still make the noise instead because it's easier. So this is going to be an interesting matchup in the top lane between Imperious and Artanis. What do you think's going to happen there?
I think Well, before that, very early pick onto Diablo there in the bottom lane. n0b0 establishing their dominance. It's hard to say. I actually haven't seen this pairing too often. I think that Artanis should be able to hold his own, especially, you know, he's taken an amateur opponent. He's going to be able to clear a bit, the lane a bit quicker, so he has that in his advantage. And I think he's just got, you know, good displacement with those swaps that he's just going to keep Ray kind of juggled for a while. And probably give him a run for his money. So I expect to see Artanis win that out, at least in the early parts of the game.
Very good. Or it could just be boring and just go back and forth with no excitement. But that time will tell. Already 13 stacks of simple geometry on Hanzo. He's getting that stacked up quick.
Yeah, the quicker you stack that, the better off you are. So it's interesting to see how well you can hit those arrows. It's sometimes really hard, but especially with the way that this objective plays out, if Hanzo wasn't finishing this out in this lane so quickly, it would have been, I think, pretty quick over the objective where everyone is so grouped together and you have those targets available.
Yeah, you're going to want to get those arrows and gain those additional 2 arrows for the objective. All that shred, it's going to be interesting to see who has more shred and if they choose to go that way, but here we go.
Well, Virtuoso tried to go in. That ends up being a trade on kills, tank for tank. Lurking Arm goes out, Slithering one trying to slither away, barely getting out with just a smidge of health remaining.
Mystic getting away with 69 HP.
Nice!
My goodness. Gonna hearth back to base and do a little bit of reset there as they see a rotation out of the Bruiser camp by n0b0 Esprouts. Objectives up in 25s, so we're probably going to see these camps picked up, and then we'll see if we're going to see a shred race here, or maybe a team fight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think with the way that these comps currently sit, I wouldn't be surprised to see a shred race, because you still have a lot of shred potential on n0b0, but I think overall, the shred on the side of Dread Pirates with the Artanis and the Hanzo is just so strong, so you might have to see n0b0 invade at some point to try to keep up, but they get the early start at the very least. Very nice flip from Delurker.
Oh, nice swap onto Richard here, and he goes down. It's gonna cause n0b0 Esprouts to probably back up just a little bit, but they did get a good chunk on the Immortal there.
Yeah, they got a chunk. Raynor, though, out of this composition, is kind of their chunk potential on the Immortals, so not the one you really want to lose during this stage. And we just see Artanis and Hanzo going so hard on the Immortals, showing why the two of these together on this map in particular. Ooh.
And that's going to take us to halftime. But Diablo has to back off a little bit as well as Sylvanas because they're taking so much damage. And Fury is going in for a good stun on Artanis. Getting low, and there's that CC chain that blows Artanis up.
Now here's the question. n0b0, their Immortal is barely alive. How much is it to really defend against this, against simply trying to go over to your opponents and really shred down that shield? So you're at least mitigating the damage done. You know, we see Richard Gere doing that already, but how much do you really commit to that?
Well, I mean, the first Immortal really isn't that strong either, so what you don't want to do is get killed trying to get this Immortal. Both the camps have been cleared, so it's not like there's a lot of pressure, but you got to be careful about losing a lot of potential XP through deaths.
The mana on n0b0 is so low, but I think they might still get bad at... Yep, that goes down.
Oh my goodness.
And Richard Gere all the way on the other side, able to clear that, or barely almost did. Actually, at the last minute, it looks like Dread Pirates able to clutch out the Immortal, nonetheless.
Yeah, no, that's right, and that was so close. It was really hard to tell which side won.
I was like, wait a minute, am I colorblind? What is going on?
This is the wrong color.
Yeah.
So it will push for Dread Pirates in the top lane, but hopefully it'll be cleared up pretty quickly, as it is the first Immortal and no shields. So pretty weak at the beginning. Yeah,
pretty weak. Not gonna lose too much. And I think it shows what could be a potential strategy for n0b0 going forward, where you have that Imperius and a n0b0 to kind of defend your opponents against going on, you know, your Immortal to chunk it down. Maybe you do that, get a couple picks before you focus on your own, but right now they're going to be able to take the Sylvanas out of the picture down in the bottom lane while they were trying to push and get this bottom fort down, kind of opposite the Immortal, so very good pick for n0b0.
Yeah, in future contests, it's going to be interesting because you have scaling happening on the side of Dread Pirates, but you have better team fighting so far on n0b0 Esprouts. So if they get the kills, the respawn timers are going to take longer and longer and longer, and so kills are going to start meaning more on these objectives in the future. But we do see a successful invade by the Dread Pirates onto that neutral camp, siege camp in the bottom.
Yeah, curious that n0b0 kind of let that go. I feel like they could have maybe contested it a little bit more safely, and they had their Imperius down there for a bit as well, so they had the numbers advantage. They give up the camp. I guess it's not really worth potentially dying over a camp. Like you said, the health timers just, once they start increasing, every decision becomes far more important to stay alive, which Sir Stiggles is having a little bit of a tough time doing right now.
Yeah, another reason is maybe they're waiting for 10. Like they do have a lead of like maybe a third of three-quarters of a level, perhaps, maybe at least half. And so maybe they're waiting until they get 10 and then forcing a fight and making sure that they don't lose anybody till then. I'm not sure though. I saw that, and they're usually normally pretty aggressive. So you know, playing safe is fine.
Yeah. And like you mentioned, just with how well both these teams have been doing this season, maybe n0b0 is just taking this one a bit more cautiously than they've taken other matches so far this season.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you have to respect your opponents, otherwise they'll disrespect you. So the shred race in full swing here, and a big advantage to n0b0. They have the shred advantage because I believe it's Sylvanas who wasn't with the rest of Dread Pirates.
Yeah, Hanzo up in the top lane too is a lot of the shred potential, so him not being in the picture at all, trying to soak 210 it's a difficult position for Dread Pirates to be in.
Yeah, choosing to clear instead, they do protect their fort. They lose the Immortal, and the bottom fort is lost to n0b0 as that camp continues to push. So that's a tough decision that you had to make for n0b0. Do you go and defend, or do you just take the Immortal?
Yeah, and that bottom fort was weak anyway from that first initial push that we saw them get a kill around as well. So likely just saying, hey, it's already damaged, it's gonna fall at some point, might as well just let it go, get this Immortal, and try to essentially call it even by getting a fort of their own here.
Yeah, and 10s are online for both teams at this point, and a full level lead for n0b0. n0b0 picking up the cocoon, the massive shove, Rainer's Raider, disintegrate, and angelic armaments.
Dragon Strike and not Dragon Arrow. It goes out and does nothing. And Artanis is going to fall. The Disintegrate is out, trying to get some damage onto the Slithering one. Members of n0b0 looking a little bit low, but still going to be able to claim this fort for their own and continue this push.
There's still half life on this Immortal, and it's going to keep on pushing. I bet they get a lot of structured damage. Maybe they get these towers in the gate. Past that, probably not a whole lot more. As this Immortal is losing a lot of its health, and it is about to fall here, and it's going to be 5v5. I think we're going to see n0b0 have to back out here. Oh, going for that kill onto Tyrande, just not quite landing. It was close.
Nice retreat, and I was really excited about the Dragon Strike, and it just all kind of makes sense now that it's a really great counter to Cocoon. You kind of do that as soon as your Cocoon target is popping, and whoever is in there is at least slightly more guarded than they would have been without it. It kind of deters your opponents from focusing on that target and trying to get that kill. So interesting usage there, great adaptation. Yeah.
There's that Cocoon again onto Diablo, and n0b0 says you took our fort, but maybe we can get some kills out of this.
Nice.
Big push on Diablo though.
Disintegrate goes out, tickles a couple targets. Richard Gear taking a whole bunch of damage, but n0b0 going in, trying to help secure the kill onto Sylvanas, but Raynor still falls, and n0b0 ends up falling for that engagement as well. Sufa is going to be next. Diablo, though, going to be falling, and this is a bloodbath left and right. Mystic and Sir Stiggles trying to see if they can make quick work at Array, but Imperius is going to be able to walk away from this. I think Mystic really doesn't have the mana. There's the jump, though, from Hanzo.
Oh, what a dodge, though, through the wall.
400
oh
IQ plays. 400.
That wall didn't stand a chance. It just got dominated by Imperius.
Imperius is like, I'm just gonna go right through this. Thank you very much.
That was amazing. I mean, amazing. Well played.
Interesting interaction. All right. Next Immortal up. We already have the chunking going on from n0b0. Disintegrate used to help with that as well. Simply winning the race by means of being there sooner.
Yeah, and they are quite the shredders. As you can see, they're up a talent tier, but just for a little bit. Let's see if that helps them in a fight, because it looks like they're posturing to engage.
Yeah, they want to take an engagement now if they can, while they still have that 13 advantage. But everything's coming out now. There's the Starfall.
A lot of damage going on. Li Ming, as Li Ming has to drop back a little bit. Now Imperius is the target. But no one dies here yet.
Yeah, no one dies here. Dread Pirate's still kind of looking for a bit more. Ray's really low on mana. Going to have to go refuel that. This is giving Dread Pirates an opportunity to at least send Hanzo and Artanis to start working on this Mortal at the bottom while the rest of the members defend. Virtuoso taking a lot of damage there. Disintegrate, though, from the backside prompts the Lightning Breath for a bit of defense.
There's a Dragon Strike again, a little bit missing, but Artanis is very low. It's going to be Diablo, followed up by Artanis, who fall, and now it's going to be n0b0 pushing. Tyrande goes down as well, and this is going to be secure the Immortal for n0b0 Esprouts. Looking for other kills, but they are on the run. They are not going to be able to catch Sylvanas unless... No, going to back up to a safe distance, but they are going to steal this Bruiser camp to add to the pressure.
I think that's a good consolation prize for not killing the Sylvanas. For sure.
That's right. Yeah, pushing in opposite lanes, it's hard to be in two places at one time, and that's exactly the hard decision that n0b0 Esprouts is giving to Dread Pirates.
The demon approaches.
It's a bit unfortunate that the lane isn't pushed out a bit more for n0b0 up here, though. They're not going to have that minion wave to also hide behind to protect this Immortal a little bit more. But because of the shielding, because of this stage in the game, I think it's okay. This fort is definitely going to drop in the process, and Li Ming's already made work of the minions that were preventing this to be a full-on push with that wave. So there it is coming up right behind. Oh!
What a wombo there from the Li Ming orb with a n0b0 stun. Diablo is just cocooned and pushed on the back line and is brought down as well. This gives a lot more value to this Immortal as it can continue pushing with less defenders.
Yes.
I think we're looking at a keep, at least.
Yeah, we could potentially be. We have 16s for n0b0 as well, so they have that advantage. They still have the man advantage on the field for another 10 seconds as well, and make that a little bit more. Great pick onto Hanzo, a bit too far forward, trying to defend there. And that is keep absolutely down. I don't think they go for core here, but they're at least going to threaten it a little bit. They end up backing out.
Yeah, that stun train again with Imperius and a n0b0, it's so brutal. If one lands, the other one's coming in. Watch out. Yeah, really, I can see why they like playing Imperius.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the members of Dread Pirates are just melting off the screen faster than I can even catch on what was played first and second and third.
That's right. Bruiser Camp getting picked up here by n0b0 Esprouts. Of course, they stole Dread Pirates camp, so that's not up for another 2 minutes. But the bottom siege camp is able to get picked up by Dread Pirates. They can get something.
What do you think about the decision to have Hanzo defending the wave clear up in the top lane rather than something like the Sylvanas or the Artanis? Because it seems like a very awkward choice.
I think you have to choose between, like Hanzo Shred versus Sylvanas Shred. Are you talking about like during the Immortal?
I just mean at any point, because yeah, a lot of times we do see the Hanzo, but even just now before the rest of the team joined up, we saw Sir Stiggles kind of clearing out these waves, and I guess it's not my first pick to have someone, when I say go clear lane, I'm not thinking, yes, my Hanzo should be the one to do that.
Right. My guess is maybe it's the serrated arrows. Scatter arrow does 100% more damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. So maybe they're using that talent to kind of buff his wave clear with those scatter arrows and going that talent direction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a very interesting question, for sure. I could see it going either way.
No one knows the answer, except for the teams, because they have a reason.
Because they're hopefully talking to each other.
Hopefully.
Huge defensive position by n0b0, and they can do this because they have that keep down, so the longer they push this out, the pressure's going to build onto Dread Pirates, but the engage is going to come anyways.
Oh. Good cocoon. Stugov on the backside taking a lot of damage though, but Tyrande ends up being the first to fall. Diablo was stuck in that lightning breath for a bit too long, ends up taking a lot of damage and falling as well. Now n0b0's on the chase, but a n0b0 going to be taken out by Artanis. Ray gets the impale onto Hanzo. We've got a 3-for-1 trade here in favor of n0b0. And they're not even thinking about the Immortal right now. They send Li Ming, and the rest of the members say, let's start prepping bot for this push already.
Jimmy Jr. almost getting the kill on Sylvanas, chasing way beyond the wall. That was very, very close. Yeah, this Immortal is going to get shred now by n0b0, winning another team fight there. It was a 3-for-1 in favor of n0b0, and they're starting to run away with this, as this Immortal is going to probably take out the last keep available to the Dread Pirates.
Yeah, and we're 16 to 18, the window in which Dread Pirates can really do anything about their position in this game is starting to dwindle, and pretty quickly. So I feel like if they don't go in for a fight now, you're likely going to see n0b0 push for the win, so they have to be very decisive in what they decide to do in the next few moments.
At the same time, though, there is enough time to have another fight here with that halftime show delay. So this could be very interesting.
Starfall.
The cocoon on Diablo, yeah.
There's the blindness from Artanis, the Dragon Strike being able to take out Li Ming on the back and take a lot of damage onto Raynor. 3 members now falling. Bernie Burn is going to burn from that lightning breath and fall. 4 members of n0b0 going to fall, trying to defend their Immortal. And that is what Dread Pirates absolutely needed to stay in this game.
Huge plays. They got the kills. These are the Immortals that matter. They do have to send Hanzo back to defend against catapults, which are knocking up against the core. But this is huge. This is huge for Dread Pirates. They could push with this and really have a huge impact in this next fight.
Yeah, and they have about 20 seconds that they can try to catch up on this level 20 experience race that they're currently losing, potentially getting it by, cleaning out the minions here. They're not going to really get it from taking down the towers, but it's putting them in a position where they're not out of it yet, and there's only so much that n0b0 can do in the time being. Virtuoso needs to wait patiently, wait for the team to arrive. They're not going to be able to get 20 on their own unless they get a pick here, which would be very dangerous to try to do before this Immortal is down.
Absolutely. Stukov is now up, rejoins the team. This is a 6v5 fight, so you have to make a certain amount of concessions, giving up this keep, trying to trickle in some damage. The shield is now gone from the Immortal, but it's still full health. So this is going to be a really sticky defense here for n0b0 Esprouts. They need to get some kills quickly.
Oh, but Virtuoso ends up getting flipped and taken out. Diablo with a great engage. Ran the backside trying to do what they can, but the Lightning Breath comes out from Diablo, putting in a bit of zone from the Immortal itself. The Dragon Strike making sure that other members of n0b0 also get damaged. It gives the Immortal time to take down the core. GG. Over to the side of Dread Pirates.
GG's. What a turnaround on that game. I guess it goes to show, you know, how much power the Immortal has in the late game versus, you know, versus early game. Oof.
Yeah, we saw some good use of the Immortal and like some good gains on the side of n0b0, but I mean, being able to blitz right through a wall and a fort and just to end the game right there, like you said, just the scaling on that thing is nothing to ignore.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you know, BOE is one of those maps where you can be winning, you know, most of the game and then lose a late team fight and then really have to defend and defend it perfectly. Otherwise, you'll see what we just saw right there. Dread Pirates picking it back up and coming back for the win. It was very close though.
Yeah, for sure. Would you like to message Virtuoso to see what they would like to do for game 2 if they want to first pick or map pick?
Certainly.
Thank you. I'm gonna get Soothsayer set up. And this is why it's great to have 2 people doing a game instead of 1, because you can multitask in a way more efficient manner.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Ha-cha-cha. I actually, my chicken's all the way behind me, but I still have it. I still see it every day. And I'm like, it's just never at my desk.
Yeah, I mean, only a child would have all these different sound machines like right in front of them at any moment in time.
All right, while we get set up, Slexia, thanks for the 69 bits. Nice. And Alex Dids, thank you for that host. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. We're casting some Division A games tonight, so hope you enjoy and stick around. And Winterheart, thank you for the 2-month resub, my friend. I appreciate it. Hope y'all are having a good time here. We're trying to have some fun on a Wednesday. It's hump day, so like it's usually kind of a slog, so.
Some midweek mayhem, you know. All right, it looks like we do have a map pick here from n0b0 Esprouts. I don't know if I can just tell you or if you want it to be like super secret.
Give me 1 minuto and then we can talk about it together. So I actually never filled out the map thing. So I'm doing that now. We got it right this time. All right. What's the map and who picked it?
All right. It is Volskaya, and it is by n0b0 Esprouts.
All right.
So that's where we're headed next.
Volskaya Foundry. Let's get that up there. So both map picks going to n0b0. I wonder if this will hopefully work out a bit more in their favor in game number 2.
We'll see. Who knows? Maybe they were relaxing a little bit in that last game because they were so far ahead. Maybe they're like, well, we can just chill out a little bit, and then who knows? Maybe they're going to be a little more try hard in this game too. I think both teams were trying really hard in game 1, but n0b0 doesn't like to lose, so I think they're gonna try to maybe do whatever they can to win in this game too.
Yeah, they want to really retain that first, spot in the standings, and even if a win from Dread Pirates doesn't automatically swap them into, spot 2, it's just one of those things where every game could matter, and so you don't even want to give anything up as a joke and say like, we're feeling comfortable and therefore we're gonna kind of like take it easy this game. That's a really kind of dangerous mindset to have at this point in the season.
It is, and at the same time, it could be that goes for Dread Pirates too. Like you win the first game, you're like, yeah, we got this. You gotta stay close to your guns and take it all the way. But I expect another close game for match number 2. So we'll see what happens. Everybody in chat, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
This is happening so fast. All right.
There's so many things. Oh, wow. Finally, we have some portrait synergy. That makes it easier for everybody.
It makes it so much easier. If you're ever on a competitive team and you have the chance to synergize somehow, it makes everyone's lives easier. So please do so. This has been your PSA for the night.
Yes. Please make things easier for us. It'll be easier for you. And you guys, you look like you know what you're doing too when everybody has the same picture.
Yeah. Like, we're serious. We're totally like you it's not like you spent money to come up with like custom jackets, but you're kind of like what are the girls in Greece? What are they called? The pink ladies. You just come out like the pink ladies.
The pink ladies in Greece. It sounds like they're dirty and need to go clean up.
Wow.
If you're in Greece, like that, you need to get like special soap. You need like some Ajax because it busts the grease.
Ajax.
That's a brand of a soap, right?
It is a brand of a very harsh cleaner, yes.
As you can tell, how many of the dishes I do. Joy. How about Joy?
You don't want to use Ajax on dishes, my friend. You want to use that to scrub your tub.
I've done it all wrong. That's why my dishes keep tasting like my shower or something. Weenus learns how to adult. Da, da, da. Perfect.
Oh, I do have to update the bottom banner. Thank you. A little ticker. This tool has so many little things I gotta update. All right, that should be good.
That's right.
All right,
So
game 2. Volskaya Foundry. Probably still see Ana banned out. Nope, we see Lucio banned out. I quit.
Are we gonna see Varian again? Is it just gonna be like we're gonna just ban the same things? I don't know.
Lucio and a Varian first ban on game number 2. This is gonna be. It would be hysterical, for sure, if it happened. I would love for both teams just to be like, you know what? Let's go. I know we just talked about being very serious, but n0b0's gonna be serious. That Maev's still a very, very strong ban here.
Yeah, Maev. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an n0b0 ban, possibly. Maybe from n0b0. I'm not sure if Dread Pirates play it or not, but that was a tool that was used quite a bit by n0b0 in a dangerous way. But they are going to get rid of the Arthas again.
No.
We're going to see.
Arthas.
Is it going to be Zeratul again?
Zeratul seems like a pretty safe bet unless there's something specific to Volskaya that n0b0 doesn't want to play against. But it is going to be the Zeratul.
Whee! And I get a stop, Moist Weenus, with that grease joke here in chat. I'm sorry.
Too late, guys. It's on a delay. It already happened. So,
flip it and I'll send it to you later.
Hey. So Ana makes her way through the draft this time around. The n0b0 and Li Ming stay on the side of n0b0. Still both very great here on Volskaya. And in the hands of n0b0. They did so much work with those 2 picks in particular.
Oh, Varian does get picked up this game as he's not banned as well as Thrall. So this will be interesting with some slows, some roots. You get a stun, sleep, Ana. Anna.
You say
And-
Ana, I say Ana. Hey.
Hey, take your medicine. And then you have a n0b0 and Li Ming. You know, that n0b0 with all that stun. I mean, I think n0b0 is they like the team fight. And that's all this one is. There's no shred the objective. It's everyone come to the middle and hit each other in the face as hard as you can.
Those are the best maps.
They are. No masks allowed. Just bam, right in the kisser.
I wonder if we ban the Stukov here on the side of Dread Pirates. He's another one that, with the composition from last game and also just on this map in particular, I feel is very powerful, but they opt instead to get rid of the Rainer. Also not a bad choice.
Yeah. Interesting. So I wonder what n0b0 is going to ban this time. Maybe Sylvanas. I don't know if that's going to be as popular on this map. They already kind of have their beefy frontline-ish. Maybe they'll pull out another cruiser. Ooh, Rexar, and we're going to see the Hanzo steal too.
Yeah, we still get that Hanzo swapping over to the other side, and Rexar is a hero that I haven't had to think about for so long that I forgot that he is extremely viable now, especially on something where you hold a control point like on Volskaya. Him and Misha just kind of set up shop and say, this is ours. You don't get to come in here.
Well, Rexar, we'll see if it's good for Yusha, for Misha.
I like
Junkrat and Blaze. Junkrat being taken away.
Yeah, I do like the Junkrat pickup here just because you can deal so much damage from a very safe space onto that beacon. So soften up, Misha and Rexar, who are both trying to hold down that control point. And then when you've gotten enough of that in, you get the Blaze in, you get your Varian in, and you just kind of go from there. So very good pickup, I think, against what n0b0 has drafted.
Yeah, and also picking up Deckard Cain at the very end, bringing the pain, Sir Stiggles says in chat. But also a few buffs are headed Deckard's way with this latest patch. So getting a little bit more healing out. If you're a fan of Deckard Cain, this may be your patch. Still, too early to tell, as testing is ongoing.
Testing is live right now in this match.
Right. Whatever you see here is what you should do, because this is the testing.
Yep.
So you don't have to.
So you don't.
Yeah.
NGS tested and Nexus approved or something.
NGS tested, Nexus approved. I love it.
There you go.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup, though, and I wonder if we see n0b0 take it again in the early game, and then late game, Dread Pirates kind of figure out what n0b0 has going on. Only time will tell, and that time is right now. That is map pick, not the game. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. In the blue up one in this best of 3 series, we do have Dread Pirates trying to snatch the win. We're going to see Mystic on the Ana. Delurker is going to be playing Varian. Bat Mary is going to be on Blaze, Slithering One on Thrall, and Sir Stiggles on the Junkrat.
And on the red side, we have Virtuoso playing a new Barak. We have Bix with Sticks playing Li Ming. Bernie Byrne playing the Deckard Cain. Richard Gere, Hanzo, and Ray on the Rexar. This is n0b0 Esprouts.
Esprouts. So we have target practice this time around for the Hanzo, so a bit of a change up. Probably going to see a bit of difference in how he's played as well. Maybe less of the laning Hanzo and more of the shoot arrows into people's face Hanzo.
Yeah, switching to the other team can oftentimes switch up talents too, serving some different purposes, played in a different style. I think this Blaze is going to get harassed by Misha quite a bit as we see them battle out in the bottom lane, Rexar and Blaze, and we're going to see more of a 4-man rotation between top and mid by both teams.
Yeah, the level 4 strategy for Dread Pirates, a little bit different than the post. Once Varian figures out what kind of Varian he wants to be, starts building into that. We actually didn't talk about that too much. Are we seeing much more of a tank variety? Are we going to see the taunt? Are we going to see the Colossus Smash? Or do we think we're going to see the legendary Twin Blades?
You know, I think we might... I think we're going to end up with a taunt, but I could see really any 3 of these combinations working. Maybe the C-Smash to mitigate some of the Nubrak's armor, possibly. Maybe C-Smash for just blowing up Li Ming real quick, or holding them in place, because Hanzo and Li Ming, they like to jump all around. So a taunt variant could work there, or maybe you just want someone to stay in lane and clear that with maybe pick up camps with Wind Blades. I'm not sure. We'll know soon enough.
And we'll know soon enough, but a fight is breaking out over this healing beacon right now. Delurker taking a lot of damage, ends up backing away, gives the support camp over to n0b0, who frankly rightfully earned it. And how dare Dread Pirates try to take what they didn't earn? Although I suppose
Well,
they try to
are
earn it with a
pirates.
kill. There you go.
They are pirates. Yar! We should take any of these toys that we can get our hands on. Yar!
Trying to pillage items here like it's the open waters.
Are you playing Sea of Thieves right now? What's happening?
I'm secretly playing Sea of Thieves on the side while also doing this entire cast. How did you find out?
Pirates everywhere.
Pirates.
Yar.
Pirates everywhere. Alright. Control
What's
point
a
one.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
I know both answers. R,
same
but they
boat.
also like the sea.
Very good, very good.
Woohoo! I'll be your apprentice yet.
You are the master. You've
No.
learned off everything I've had to offer.
You've learned the one joke that I had in my pocket.
You passed on everything you knew.
Alright, here's where we get to see. So we do have Taunt variant coming out here. We'll have to see how well this Rexar does in holding onto this control point, which it doesn't seem like to be working out too well. Misha's trying to harass on the backside at the very least, but right now pretty even between both these teams.
Rexar getting a workout on that treadmill, man. Really going the distance, running down, but it looks like n0b0 is possibly going to be forcing Dread Pirates off. It's close, though. There's damage on both sides. That emitter doing some work, bringing up n0b0 Esprouts back up to full.
Yeah, as soon as that emitter drops, Dread Pirate says, you know what, it's not worth it. Let's all reset. We're low on mana. Let's give them the you know, early stages of percentage here on the control point, kind of reset. We see Junkrat kind of making up in soak as well up on the top lane, trying to get the 7, which is about to hit for n0b0 as well. So all in all, a good retreat coming out.
That taunt picked up by Varian. Unless you already said that and I just wasn't paying attention.
It is taunt. I don't remember really seeing it in the last fight, but I also could have missed it.
There was too much action going on. Who knows? But definitely not going to be Sea Smash, and we're not going to see Windblades because what's chosen is chosen. Ain't no going back, Seas.
So we got 2 turrets as well for n0b0. So I feel like they have this control point pretty much unlocked for the time being, unless we see Dread Pirate step on in. The stun goes out onto Hanzo on the backside.
Dropping those turrets down onto the point. It's at 99% overtime, and Dread Pirates are getting driven off. It's almost in the hands. And there goes Thrall, who is dropped. That will confirm this first punish. This first. Oh my goodness.
You got this. You got
Defender.
this.
For n0b0 Esprouts. My goodness.
Triglav going over, taking out that gate. Not taking out the well, just the gate. Moving up to top. Next control point is up in the top lane, so making sure this well falls is kind of the priority right now. Number 1 for n0b0.
That's right. And trying to target that well, trying to bring it down. I think they will be able to eliminate that. That'll help them in the second objective. Trying to get the Protector, the word that my brain would not give me. Setting themselves up for a good second objective in the top lane. Just kind of squeezing out as much of that health as they can as they get a few more shots in there with some range attacks as their time is about to expire.
Yeah, it's about to expire, and then they're already well on their way to level 10 on top of it. They'll hit that pretty soon. I think, though, that Dread Pirates will still have time to catch up on that level 10 heroic before the next objective, which it would be nice for n0b0 if they didn't have to worry about that. But I think, especially with Junkrat and his ability to wave clear in just the amount of time before the next objective, that's going to be hard to hold on to that level 10 advantage.
Yeah, but last game we did see n0b0 Esprouts. They got to 10 first last game as well. So, and there it is. They definitely are winning the early game experience.
No Dragon Strike. No Dragon Strike. Game over.
Gonna see that big Kakuna though from Anubarak.
I like it. Li Ming holding on to hers though.
Wonder.
There it
sure,
is.
Maybe she just. Okay.
She just forgot.
It's not disintegrate, it's disintegrate.
Hey!
Oh.
I do. It's so with the return of Rexar, I feel like we've been seeing boars a lot more often for the level 10 talent pickup, which has been interesting.
Yeah, if you don't go boars, you're being a boar.
Oh, well, now I'm offended.
I can barely handle it when all of those boars are running at you. So you gotta watch out.
You gotta watch out. You better watch out.
Gotta be careful not to spam that button though, because then it will cancel. So.
Yep. Let's see. We still also have Blaze and Ana holding on to their talents. We get the Riptire from Junkrat, which on an objective like these control points is so incredibly valuable for swinging the fight and has that potential. There's the bunker for Blaze. Ana's still considering. I don't really think there's a nano boost target on their team.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, maybe... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Nobody knows.
I didn't expect to see Horus, but, you know... Oh, there it is. There it is! Nano boost!
Who's the nano?
I'm not sure. Maybe... Thrall? Maybe Blaze?
I don't think nano affects the Riptire, does it?
I don't think so.
Because that would be busted if it did.
Yeah, that would be a lot of damage flying out all at once. Maybe it does. Maybe that's their secret.
We'll have to wait and see for another 12 seconds. Virtuoso already set up. We have a biotic emitter, and we have one turret for n0b0. One turret on the side of the Dread Pirates.
All right, so maybe it's gonna be Battle of the Toys again. As we see Dread Pirates, they're coming in. They're starting to challenge this objective. Turret dropped. They should take some damage. There it is.
There's the Riptire. No nano boost used though, and the Riptire ends up being taken out. No explosion.
Giving real justification to a rip tire. Rip that tire as it doesn't get to go off. I think we're just looking for a re-engage angle here from n0b0 as they're evaluating the situation. They know that Riptire is down as well as nano boost. So they have the ults to fight here.
Yeah, they have the ults and they have the items as well. They still have that support beacon. There's the Lornado coming out, trying to zone. Red Pirate's gonna give up the beacon for now, kind of back up and reset, but there come the boars. The Lurker gets stunned in Chain CC, the Dragon Arrow, and the Orb taking Varian off the map. And this is the retreat now for Dread Pirates.
My goodness, an Earthquake wasn't quite enough to keep anything off you. Those orbs, though, flying out from nowhere, securing that kill. Boars making some headway there. They don't mean to hog all the kills, but they did set that up nicely.
But,
here we go, more items here for n0b0 as they want this emitter.
Yeah.
And they can afford to get it right now.
Yeah, the fortification camp steal from Dread Pirates, though, down in the bottom. I think they're kind of seceding this next Triglav, but they at least want to grab the item when they can to have for maybe later stages in their defense or for control point C down in the bottom lane later in the game.
Yeah, no challenge here as the Protector once again goes over to n0b0 Esprouts. Going to do a quick job on this top fort, but there's going to be a push in the bottom lane by Dread Pirates as they get a kill onto Rexar. Poor Misha. My goodness. And they're going to get a fort of their own. But now we're on to the keep wall on the top, Cat Beach. What needs to be done here?
Well, I'm interested in... there's the Hearth. Okay, I was like, what's going on in the bottom lane that they're not trying to defend against this? Dread Pirates looked like they were trying to at least trade out and get a fort on the bottom, but end up Hearthing before they can even complete that, knowing that they have to defend. So it just seems like an odd waste of resources at this point. They could have been working on this Protector for far longer, maybe getting it out by this point.
Yeah, they did get that kill on Rexar, but it doesn't seem like that's a good trade in their favor. That top keep has lost its towers and its wall, so it's going to be easier to get through that next time. And getting a little bit more siege clear in the bottom now as n0b0 brings the Protector down there.
And they bring the Protector, and we have everyone ready to try to jump probably on this Hanzo as soon as this Striglov pops. But there are the boards preemptively. The Striglov going back in onto Bat, though, ends up using the jet propulsion to escape, making room for Hanzo and Anubarak to exit the machine safely.
Misha bearing down on this fortification camp, starting to clear it. Just n0b0 is getting engaged on by Varian. Here comes the Riptire.
There's the Riptire.
Off this time.
Oh, Delurker stepping up. There's the Earthquake. Virtuoso taking a lot of damage. The Lornado, though, trying to make room. But it looks like this is going to go over to Dread Pirates. But can they get a kill out of this? The bunker is out, kind of body blocking Varian a little bit in the process. But they end up getting the items, so they at least don't give that away. But I feel like if they... Oof. They were so close to getting another kill, and that would have put them in a really good position to try to catch up on this level deficit to try to get 16 sooner. And this is a really risky call. Oh!
Ooh, and the risk is too much. Milton Bradley claims the life of Varian on that push. And now it's going to turn into a n0b0 Esprouts push if they want. Now that they have the numbers. They are missing Misha for a little bit, but now Misha's backed up and ready to engage, and this could be a dangerous position right now. Tornado coming out, not catching. The trap is not going to catch the Dread Pirates and pull them back. But it was close.
It was close, and they should be able to get this fort, although Sir Stiggle's definitely trying to use those grenades to the best of their use, but only so much Junkrat can do to try to dissuade this. This fort is going to fall, which only leaves the keeps here for Dread Pirates.
A little bit of talk of the Li Ming orb build in chat, and I really like the orb build on this map because you could be sitting on an objective and you could be launching orbs over the wall while you're controlling it and getting a lot of siege damage at the same time. But surprise, surprise, toy time for n0b0. They want all the things.
Those support beacons have been blessings for them in a lot of these fights, just allowing them to stay a while and, you know, keep smashing things as they do, especially around, you know, that first control point where they dropped that beacon and suddenly simply claimed it. It was no problem.
They want that a bionic emitter and quitter, but getting out just in time. There goes the Lornado. Bunker is dropped. There goes the Earthquake. Oh my goodness.
The health bars on Dread Pirates are looking ridiculously low. The escape is on. I don't know if Bat Mary gets out of here. There's no mana for a jet propulsion available. There's the stun from a n0b0. Decker Kane, though, on the backside is going to fall. But at what cost? We're about to find out. The cocoon goes down onto Ana. Blaze is going to fall. Varian is on the retreat, but I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get this, but maybe he does. There's the protect over and over and over again. Misha doing her best to chase him down. He's gonna take everyone for a ride here. Gets the Dawn, the Hanzo!
Oh
Doesn't get the kill!
Oh wow. What a duel there. That was so close. I can see that going either way. Oh wow. Alright. Still kills on both sides there.
Oh man. Oh, if that's not like the id of Varian, I don't know what is. To be like, I'm just gonna throw down protection for a while, try to turn around and taunt you, get the kill, and then I die.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So let's see what I can get before I go down.
I can't. It's okay. Oh man. All right, control point C. Currently in control by n0b0. Members of Dread Pirates trying to do what they can to at least alleviate some of the pressure across the map. They got that top camp going to help push up that top wave, but they're gonna have to really prepare this bottom wave for this Triglav that's gonna be coming down in a few minutes, unless they try to contest this.
They should call it control point P because it's a pain in the butt.
Ah.
So many tread.
Oh, Riptire's gonna.
It's gonna get orbed to death.
It gets orbed to death in one shot and stuck on the treadmill, and that's just an extra feels bad.
Oh my goodness. All right, so looking for this engage. There is that turret on the treadmill slowly snaking its way around. But look at all these potions that are on the treadmill too. Like, it's healing and death, all circulating.
It's so good. Whenever I play Proteus on here, you just throw everything down on these, because it's like the warps, they move around, the pylons, they turn around, everything does. Virtuoso, though, ends up using the barrel, gets out, barely escapes death. Disintegrate coming out. Sir Stiggles gets in the bunker just in time, but is the healing going to be there? Oh, the Dragon Arrow misses! Sir Stiggles barely escapes, but the Scatter Arrow from Hanzo takes them out. Thrall is going to fall, and n0b0 now pushing in, trying to see how many deaths they can achieve here. They end up losing their Li Ming, but they're going to be able to take out the Varian yet again, and Mystic is likely going to fall to a n0b0 here. Hanzo comes over to join the party.
Pushing into high gear right at the end. Richard Gear gets that kill, and that is the third protector here in a row for n0b0 Esprouts. This is a late game protector too, with, you know, a lot of respawn time left for Dread Pirates. They are going to maybe just march it straight up top and try to win, or maybe take out mid. I'm not sure where they're going, but looks like they're going to start mid, and we'll see where they go from there.
Looks like top is the focus. Trove taking a couple shots from the mid keep. Mr. Stiggles is back, throwing a couple grenades, trying to do what they can. There's the Riptire. How much will it really achieve? It gets us some damage onto Bernie Burn, but this protector is on this core. The shield is gone, and this core health is falling.
Yeah, they want the win. It looks like we're gonna go to game 3. Who knows though? We're gonna see some respawns from Dread Pirates, but is it too late? It looks like it is. There's so much health on this protector. Game 2 is going to go to n0b0 Esprouts. Well played.
And we're gonna have ourselves another game 3 tonight. 1-1 for these teams.
You get double points for casting 6 games in two matches.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's
Karma
take a
points.
look. Karma points, yeah. It's a vocal stretch, really, is all it is. It's a.
That's right. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to talk tomorrow? Here's
Yeah.
6 games. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Have fun. Take a look at these stats. 3 to 10 in kills. Junkrat trying to make a lot happen for Dread Pirates, but this wasn't in the cards. But Rexar with that damage taken. Misha, she's a little powerhouse.
My goodness. Yeah, and it looks like we want map pick this time from Dread Pirates.
Ooh, okay.
So whenever we're ready for that, they want to go to Dragonshire.
Dragonshire.
Why would you ever want to go there? Oh! I'm so bad at that map.
I'm bad at it, but over time, I don't know. There's something about it that it's.
Now you like it? You're like, now I just can't say no.
I used to
You're like,
really.
have you been seduced by Dragonshire?
The Dragon King, you know, he came through my window one night and told me the ways of Dragonshire, and since then.
It's like Stockholm syndrome, where the map is like held you hostage for so long. You're like, no, I actually do like this map.
You know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe compared to like, or maybe it's like compared to, you know, all the games I've had to play on Warhead Junction and stuff like that. It's like, oh,
yeah.
maybe this isn't so bad in comparison.
Right, exactly. You're like, oh, I just played Blackheart's Bay. I could play Dragonshire, sure. I've played Hanamura, and they tried to fix it 4 times, and it's still real bad. So I can play Dragonshire. I actually kind of like the new one, but I know I'm a little bit alone in that thinking. So
The Hanamura?
Mm-hmm.
I really like New Hanamura.
I like saying the word payload.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's a fun word that you just don't hear very much. Like caltrops, like I said earlier. Like these are words that you just don't hear very often, unless you're, I guess, in the military and you have lots of payloads all the time.
Oh, that's true.
I just think they're fun words.
They probably hear it a ton in the military, for sure. Oh boy. Fringe Average, thanks for the 69 and the 55 bits coming in. Thank you, friend. And Mark Zombie. And there's a bunch of other people I missed. The Richard Gear, how are you playing and watching this at the same time, sir? Questionable.
Maybe that's what happened in game 1. Too much watching, not enough playing. I'm not sure, but they brought it for game 2. That's for sure.
Yeah, they did. And also Z-Lionel, thank you all for the follows. I hope you're enjoying the cast here with Sir Weenus and myself.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Thanks again for having me. I'm enjoying the heck out of this, and Kaleo, it looks like he's definitely doing what he does best, and he's clipping some clips.
I can't wait to watch all those clips later on to see what's happened. I can't wait to hear my squeak when that Varian just
Cat
does
squeak featuring Varian. Yeah, that one sounds like it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
so good, so good. All right, we're just waiting for our teams, or one team, to finish getting into this lobby. Dragonshire. I mean, we could see that Rexar again on Dragonshire. Rexar and
That's
Nisha kind of
true.
hold one of those points pretty well on their own.
No, that's true. Very, very, very strong as a solo laner. Just keep Misha on the point. You can stay in the lane, continue to clear up those minions, soak that XP.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Rexar again. Seemed to work out well last game, so.
I mean, the question is, do you man it out? If you're Dread Pirates, is it worth it?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what you're going to use your bans on. I see that, you know, n0b0's been playing tonight without Ragnarok. So maybe there's certain things you don't necessarily need to ban as much as others. Rag is one of their core members and is very dangerous when he gets some of his selections as an assassin. So maybe we will see a ban on Rexar. Maybe that has freed them up to ban some other things that have a lower priority. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always tough because you're like, you know, looking at the bans, like the Lucio and the Arthas have been a pretty high priority for Dread Pirates to ban out, and so are you comfortable letting one of those through? And I feel like, you know, on paper, like, is the Lucio and are the Arthas really that big of a problem? And maybe it's a specialty. Is it a playstyle type of thing? I don't know.
Oh, looks like Rag is coming in on this game.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like he's entered the Nexus.
Oh.
And Virtuoso might pull him in.
Rag's game is updating. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Whew, patch day worries. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe maybe everything that we just said is going to be different. Now they might have a different ban priority. I'm not sure. But if I was Dread Pirates, I think I would want to get rid of that n0b0. n0b0 has been such a relentless pain from n0b0 Esprouts. Even though they're able to defeat a n0b0 in game 1, still caused a lot of trouble with all that CC and those kakunas.
Kakunas, yes. I dig it. Yeah, n0b0 is such a nuisance, and especially if Dread Pirates wants to do something, because it was a bit of melee in that last game, other than the Junkrat and the Ana, but you have, you know, that burrow and those barbs to just attack your backline and to get to the Ana, and you have that cocoon that really shuts down a lot of your playmaking ability. So I think that's totally worth it over maybe the Lucio, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Lucio is kind of an odd ban, especially, I mean, we'll see on this map, but there's so many ganking opportunities as you're going from the top lane to mid to bottom lane with these constant rotations of trying to get these shrines, that there's plenty of opportunity for ganking. And if Lucio's fast and he's quick, but after the recent reworks, he's not as fast. He's a little bit easier to lock down, and if you have something like a Diablo or something like a Varian, I think Lucio's going to be in trouble if he tries to rotate without a lot of protection.
Yeah, for sure. It's such an interesting song and dance here to balance those out. Sorry, I'm trying to think why my Discord no work or my command, because Nightbot has forsaken me.
Oh, Ripperoni.
Ripperoni!
Nightbot, get that together. Discord, what? It broke.
It's gone. Nightbot's not even in my chat because they're wow. I got PM'd by Nightbot. Nightbot's not even.
Oh no.
Nightbot's like, I don't like the stream anymore. Let's turn it off.
Nightbot's become sentient. He's working on his own agenda. It's Skynet. Run!
Oh man. All right. Well, that's fun. We're just waiting for one more person to join the mighty Ragnarok.
Oh, there we go. At least Butts works.
Butts is important.
Butts in the coconut. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, there we go. We made it.
We've done it, fam. We figured out technology. There he is. Oh boy. There he goes.
Oh, there we go.
Debated.
Well,
while we're here, Weenus.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the nice people about yourself and what you do? and where they can find you while we wait.
Okay, I have something worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled a couple of these up. All right. I have a fear of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it. I also have a fear of elevators, but I've started taking steps to avoid it. No, they're real bad.
These are so good.
I mean, the thing that I like about clean jokes is I can tell my parents. Like, if it's a really dirty joke, like, it can be really funny, but I'm like, no, I can't tell my mom that.
Yeah.
So there's something fun about puns because you can use them anywhere, and it just makes people, they're like, oh, I guess that was okay.
Mm.
Yesterday, I ate a clock, and it was very time-consuming. Especially when I went back for seconds.
I like the follow-up.
Yeah, the secondary joke in there is fun. All right, so that's what I had for right now.
Well, hopefully we get some more. I'm sure we'll get some more.
All the viewers just left, by the way. They're
It's
like,
all gone.
After that, yeah. That's why I save those jokes for after people donate bits, because then I'm like, all right, now that you've already put your bits in here, check out these awful jokes that'll make you want to leave.
Yeah. Get the heck out of Dodge. I don't have puns, but I offered to write a rap for work today.
What?
Which if you couldn't tell by looking at me, I'm not really the best rapper that exists in the universe.
I look at you and I see a rapper that's waiting to happen. So do you have a rap for us tonight?
Not tonight, no. But it's nothing. I probably couldn't do it here because it would be about something we release. My name is Cat Peach. This is a reach. I don't know. So preach. Yeah.
Nice. That was really good.
Oh.
And by good, I mean, you know it's getting clipped.
There were technically rhymes there.
No, that was really good. I'm impressed, and I can't wait to hear the full feature if it ever happens.
Yeah, full album gonna drop in 19. Yeah.
It's gonna drop in 19. 2119, and it's gonna be Robot Cat Peach.
Man, I wish I was a robot. It's gonna be so great when we can do that. Is this it for real now? Do we have Ragnarok?
We have a lobby.
All right, we have a full lobby, ladies, gentlemen. All right, teams are ready. We're starting this thing. Game 3. Let's get this draft started. Game.
Woot, woot, but at the same time, I appreciate that rap. Like, getting you to hear that rap, I would have waited another hour waiting for a lobby.
Well, maybe I can think of some more in the draft, but probably not. I was actually trying to think of what rhymes with draft, and my brain just shut down.
You're like, oh no, what did I just sign myself up for?
Abort! Quit! Stop stream! It's over.
Dump the files!
Oh man. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that little wait that we had there. But draft starting, Zeratul taken out, per usual. And there's the Anubarak. Good.
Alright, they've finally decided that they don't want anything to do with that. Now are they going to play Arthas? Like the tank that has been denied them all game? I don't know. There's another ban from Dread Pirates. It could come out. Could come out to play on the Jungle Gym. Keeping these bans very consistent from n0b0 Esprouts.
Yep.
that Zeratul and Maev every time.
They really just don't want to do it. Last time we had the Maev, then the Zeratul, but that's the riskiest they're willing to get here.
Slexia, thank you for clipping out that Rap God clip. I will enjoy looking at that later.
Oh, rip me. Rip my cool points. All my internet cool points just went down the drain.
We'll just have to remix it for everybody. Lucio banned once again.
No beat's gonna drop today.
Break it down! Oh no, Weenus puns.
Alright.
Kaleo, what have you done?
Do we still see Li Ming now that we don't have the Anubarak? No, we get the Ana.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if they are not going to play Li Ming here because of n0b0 was so good at setting up those targets for a big floppy orb to come shooting out from behind.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't sound good the way to describe it, but you know what I mean.
We're not gonna find out because Li Ming's gonna get picked up by Dread Pirates. A little bit of a stand they're taking here with that pick.
Well, I'm not surprised that these pirates are stealing heroes from the other team. It's what they do. It's part of the pirate code.
Steal, steal, and more steal. I actually don't know the pirate code. I'll say it.
The pirate code?
Yeah.
It's something like, it's not really a set of rules, it's more of a code of recommendations. I forget what the actual line is, but it is what it is.
I have no idea. But I do. Rexar coming back.
Yes, and Diablo, really dangerous when you're trying to get through those bushes between mid and bottom. Constant gank possibilities from Diablo, just wall smashing you and moving on with his life.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the Rainer was banned, the Lucio was banned, which means the Arthas right now is still on the table.
Yeah, and they didn't pick it, and they already have Diablo, and they have Rexar. Are they going Trip Warrior?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Actually, I guess they don't have Warriors anymore. It's been a while. I guess now they have Bruisers and Tanks, but, you know, old terminology.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, and a ban. Is this psychological warfare?
It might be, but I don't know against who. All right. Ming was a sub. Got it. So that's why no Ming. But still interesting that it was picked up from Dread Pirates.
Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna see here. Oh, interesting. Zagara versus Rexar. That should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. I think Zagara... Well, so here's the thing, because Misha can clear that creep pretty easily. But because of the range that Zagara has a lot of capability of just poking on Rexar himself rather than having to go through Misha.
I'm not sure exactly what level Misha gets the fire damage and proximity, but that would easily clear Jaina and Genji.
I was thinking the Jaina, because when you see an Ana and you see a Diablo, you just say Jaina. And I'm glad I was right.
What do you think Apocalypse Ring and then Boars riding all over you?
That feels so bad. And then you have an X-Strike on top of you? Ooh.
Actually, Lightning Breath and Ring and Boars. Any of those combinations would be bad. Wombo combo material, though, Malthael picked up as the last pick from Dread Pirates. Cat Peach, which draft do you like better for this map?
It's the one with Jaina on it, because Jaina always wins.
Cold never bothered her anyways.
Except I hate the cold. It's terrible. That's why I ran away from the East Coast. Because it's so bad. But in real talk, though, I think, you know, the Rexar that we talked about specifically on Dragonshire, I think is going to be excellent. I think the fight capabilities with that Diablo-Jaina synergy is really strong. And when I look at the side of Dread Pirates, there's some ideas there, but it's not as obvious how it all clicks to me. Sure, you have the last rites, and there's not really too much to counter it. Like nothing to really stop it. You don't have like you know, or you have the stasis from Jaina later, so that might be a bit difficult depending on if she's the target. But the side of n0b0 just has a bit more obvious synergy, and I can see where it's going, and I'm not entirely sure where Dread Pirates are going with the draft.
n0b0 is making their intentions clear. They're preparing something for you, and who knows where Dread Pirates are going to end up. It's a little bit more secretive. I like it. Let's see where they go.
Let us see game number 3. This will determine who is our winner of this series. Over in the blue, we have Dread Pirates. We're going to have Bat Mary on that Malthael. We're going to see Sir Stiggles on the Li Ming, Delurker on the Johanna, Mystic on the Stukov, and Slithering One on the Zagara.
And in the red team, we have Virtuoso playing Diablo, Ray playing Rexar, Birdie Burn playing Anna, Richard Gere playing Jaina, and Ragnarok playing Genji for n0b0 Esprouts.
n0b0 Esprouts. We have to start the same build for Li Ming. We have a very early bush hanging out there on the bottom lane for Dread Pirates. That was not the form of words I wanted, but you get the point. You get the point.
Everybody wanted to hear it though, and it's true. So. And
we don't have On a Pale Horse. We have Fear the Reaper for Malthael.
Yes. All right. Oh, interesting. Maybe we're gonna look for some backline penetration onto the Ana.
Oh no.
With that, I'm not sure. Because there's only 2 melee, but they are big tanks.
Ragnarok almost taking out Zagara, but not quite.
So this is a different matchup than I thought we were gonna be having, as they put Malthael up against Rexxar, and I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
2 bodies for Malthael to heal off of, right?
Exactly. That would be my thought. I just wonder if there's enough damage from Misha to kind of negate any healing. But so far, Malthael really keeping up on their own. I don't think Malthael's ever able to take out Misha full right though. I just think that the cooldown on the healing for Rexxar is enough to keep Malthael at bay in that department.
Yeah, no. I think you're right. I think that Rexxar is going to win that fight up there, actually. Richard Gere working on the siege camp as the bottom shrine is being controlled currently by Dread Pirates, whereas the top held down by n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, Richard Gere pretty low on mana, needs a little bit of help. Jaina's not really the camp sieger that she becomes later once you get those level 4 and level 7 talents on her Ice Lance.
Yeah, I mean, if she had mana, she'd blow it on down, but she's just stuck there auto-attacking without any mana for quite a while, needing a little bit of help from the teammates, but that's where your team is there. Give a helping hand. Kill a camp.
Kill a camp. Stay a while. Yeah, so Dread Pirates really need to make sure they never lose down on this shrine in the bottom, because like you said before, Malthael's never going to win that now that Rexxar has control of it. So they need to make something happen down here. There's the Lurking Arm, silencing Diablo, there's the retreat, and actually, well, why don't you look at that? Bat Mary not only taking out Misha, but getting the shrine, but nearly dying in the process. Gets away just fine, so Rexxar will be able to take that back over.
Well, you know, he must have his hunting license, so he's hunting bear today. But Misha's back, so I'm not sure. I think it's going to hold true that it's still going to continue to be really, really tough in the top lane in that matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's going to have to go back for mana soon as well, but at least trying to get a couple more minions killed while they're still present in the top lane. But Dread Pirates have done a really great job in controlling this bottom lane as a whole. They've gotten the gate primarily down, and more importantly, they got the well out of the picture pretty early on. So that's something that n0b0 down in this bottom lane, they're facing a pretty big disadvantage when looking at team fights for that shrine.
Genji swapping out with Rexxar on the top shrine so that Rexxar can try to work on this camp here. But now Rexxar's going to have to rotate and babysit, make sure it doesn't get picked up here by Dread Pirates. So they control both the shrines. And Genji, I don't think Genji's going to be able to get the best of Malthael, especially being half health.
Yeah, definitely not, at least for right now, unless Ragnarok can really nail the combo perfectly of going and getting the strike, getting the shuriken damage, and getting the protection to deflect any damage. But it's definitely not the matchup, and we see Ragnarok kind of abandoning that lane now to instead probably come down in exchange with Rexxar, since we know Rexxar has a bit of an easier time there.
Well, sometimes you sheer can't, and sometimes you sheer can. So
or they go in together. Why have one when you can use both heroes? Oh, there's the stun. Oh, if Ragnarok had it backed up, I think maybe that was a kill.
Yeah, would have possibly gotten sucked back by Johanna and possibly put down. Genji misses the interrupt. Oh, keeps it alive as Rexxar is on the top shrine and Diablo is on the bottom.
Oh,
It's
Zagara
gonna
trying
be
to
a
get.
2-point swap. It's a complete swap.
Ooh.
Now it's both controlled by n0b0.
Golly gee willikers, Batman. What an interesting turn of events.
It was a good interrupt by Genji, just to continue to push this out. We're already past the 5-minute mark, 8 for both teams, and yet no Dragon Knight yet.
And nothing not a lot of camps grabbed either. We saw that one earlier from Jaina, but that's kind of been about it. It looks like n0b0's gonna focus on grabbing that top one, help Rexar kind of control that top lane a bit, so maybe n0b0 can return their focus and trying to make something happen on the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's going to be camp time as we see Siege Camp picked up by Dread Pirates. We're going to see Zagara go back to base, reset, and continue to chunk away at this bottom fort, try to get a little bit more damage in this standoff. And Misha's probably going to go down again in the top. Now Rexar's got to be careful here, because without Misha,
Yeah, no, there's the little bit of shielding though for Ray. Survives a little bit longer. Thinks about throwing out a couple more axes, but thinks it's going to make better of it.
Without Misha, it's more like Mishna.
Mishna!
But we do see that the bottom is attained by n0b0 Esprouts, so at least they have one.
Ooh, nice shadow charge onto Johanna, but she pops the the hardened skin, gets out of there. Zagara kind of watching this the mid area, trying to make sure no one can channel that dragon.
Getting pushed back.
Oh, the dragon straight in the welly end up getting used to try to get the kill. And it's enough of a stall to let Sir Siggles cap the bottom shrine.
Oh, interesting. We do see Water Elemental from Jaina, so we're not going to see that Wombo combo, but we do see Apocalypse from Diablo. Unleash the Boars again from Rexar. Oh, and First Blood goes over to Dread Pirates as they get that kill onto Rexar.
Can't believe that was actually First Blood. Oh, the APOC! The shadow charge and the flip right into the APOC. Genji ends up going down though. Virtuoso taking a lot of damage. Tries to go through the blizzard to deter the chase a little bit. But there's the Lurker with the slow, with the condemn. One last charge to try to turn it off. Bernie Bird trying to keep Diablo healed up as much as possible. Richard Gere trying to get the damage out to Johanna. The blizzard does miss. 3 members of n0b0 will escape, but this looks like it's going to be the first dragon going over to Dread Pirates.
And it is picked up there by Malthiel. You got to be careful, because after the Dragon Knight is the Dragon Day, and that can be twice as bad.
Every dragon has its day.
That's right. Big boop. That's nice, deflected by Genji.
Yeah. Well, it comes
this
out.
fort is, this fort's looking like it's donezo.
Yeah, fire versus ice, that welly is going to be melted pretty quickly, but at least it gets a little bit of damage onto this Dragon Knight. Doesn't save the fort though. 35 seconds left, not a ton of health, so I can see them possibly going for that left, or that top sidewall and going directly for the well, but they're just gonna go minion waveless right to the tower.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, some of the ults that we've seen already here from Dread Pirates. He's got the Disintegrate from the Li Ming, which is very popular tonight. Massive Shove from Stukov, Last Rites. That's hopefully going to put in some good work there for Dread Pirates. Nidus Network and Blessed Shield. So a whole bunch of tools available for Dread Pirates as well.
Yeah, now it's time to see if n0b0 has enough time to make something happen in the building department, because they have yet to take down a single gate on the side of their opponents, and they're going to be missing their fort, so they have a little bit to make up there, but they're not too down in experience, so it's a good position for them to be in. Let's just see if they can get 13 in time to really contest this fight that's about to break out right now.
Both teams hitting 13 almost simultaneously. n0b0's getting some poking, but they are backing up a little bit.
And not going for it. The siege
Ooh, in the
giants.
top lane,
Ooh.
it's a kill on Malthiel by Rexar.
Oh, all I see
Paying
are
back the favor.
just see the candy canes on the ground melting into the creep.
Looks like Santa Claus tripped on an icy roof because he is spreading holiday cheer all over the ground.
Ugh. Gross, Santa.
Well, they're candy canes.
Yeah, those are sticky. Don't you know that's gonna get everywhere?
It won't be
That's
long
right.
before the shrines
What's
are
brown and
ready for
sticky?
the taking.
A stick.
All right.
My second favorite.
Nice. I like it. It's good. Doesn't go where you
What's-
think it's gonna go.
What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Back to the game. Sorry.
Indeed, Lurker. Trying to look for a Kingdom. Ragnarok on the backside, though, ends up meeting a Malfield. Uses that switch strike to get out. Oh, but the Blessed Seal keeping him around a bit longer. There's the Lurking Arm and the follow-up Disintegrate from Li Ming to get Genji off the battleground. Dread Pirates now sitting at a person advantage on this map. Should be able to get the bottom shrine pretty quickly, and I'm wondering how much effort they're going to put into capturing the top one and getting this Dragon Knight, or if they maybe want to capitalize on some potential elsewhere on the map, maybe in that mid lane, for example.
Yeah, that silence by Stukov was so good, getting that kill onto Genji. Avok is used, engagement in the top lane.
Yeah, they have the push and the shield from this camp as well. The Disintegrate takes it out, though, pretty quickly. The Welly on the backside. Virtuoso trying to get the flip onto Li Ming. It's not going to be there. n0b0 starting to back up a little bit, make a little bit of space. Welly is gone. Orb goes out. Doesn't connect.
The only thing left on the side of n0b0 is that extract, and it does come out. All the ropes are down. And looks like n0b0's going to back off this one.
I heard the massive shove, but I didn't see a massive shove, so very short shove, we'll say that was.
Looks like it's off cooldown already, so I'm not sure if it's
Oh,
just
maybe it was
actually
canceled or
super short.
stunned or something, yeah. Okay,
Well,
that makes more
cooldowns-
sense.
Well, the cooldown's only 20 seconds, so maybe it did. Maybe it did, it was just a miniature shove.
A minute.
Maybe it was more of a tap. Maybe it was more of like a high five.
It was a slap. It was like, stop it.
That's right. All right, Siege Camp's getting picked up by the Dread Pirates. As we're gonna see 16s now picked up by n0b0, and we will be on the same talent tier. All right.
The Lurker at least gets the neutral channel, but the flip is there. Hardened Skin pops. There's the Condemn, but Johanna's taking a lot of damage. The Water Welly slowing quite a bit. The protection comes out. Ragnarok gets rooted, able to get out for the time being.
Getting a little bit of siege damage in here in the bottom lane for n0b0, as the time-old fight all game has been happening in the top lane between Malthael and Rexar.
And Zagara's gonna come out as well. Maybe try to get the pick onto Misha before she can heal up again. There's the Tormented Souls on the bear. That's just rude.
Sorry, Misha. Although you do get the stacks on.
You get the
on last fights
stacks. Another body
for-
to potentially get him.
Yep. Absolutely. So anybody helps.
Disintegrate coming out. Sickling Virtuoso just a little bit. Ragnarok goes and tries to get a bit of damage, but not too much to be found. Ends up getting out of there. There's the Condemn. Virtuoso going back in. Lurking Arm silencing Diablo and Li Ming.
This is looking a little bit rough. As APOC comes down, maybe we can get some good quality stuns in there. Gets a little bit, and there is the execution of Li Ming. This fight is going to start turning towards n0b0. Here comes X-Strike executing Johanna, and they will claim this bottom shrine, which they needed to do because the top is so far is being controlled by Malthael, winning up here against Rexar and Misha.
And Misha and Rex are Ray looking low in the mana and health department, though. Slithering one. That Mary not going to be able to hold this for much longer, though. The team's rotating up. They're going to safely back away rather than give their lives, trying to hold on to it.
In the bottom lane, Anna and Jaina taking that bruiser camp. That's going to cause some pressure that's going to have to be responded to. Maybe they can use it to sneak in. Oh, a big sleep here onto Stukov.
Oh, Mystic! No!
Oh, maybe it's a twofer. Yeah, as they get Zagara and Stukov in a 2-for-0 in the bottom lane. This might result in n0b0 Esprouts Dragon Knight, or at least this bottom fort, getting some more push.
Yeah, get a little bit more push, get that additional catapult pushing as well. Taking out the well, it puts them even when, you know, they're thinking about holding this bottom point and having to team fight, knowing that Dread Pirates won't have the ability to heal up quickly from now on. Definitely puts them on even footing, at least in the bottom lane. But here comes the Dragon Knight.
Into the middle, yeah, and pick up that Dragon Knight, because you know Misha will stay on that point all day. Genji so quick at rotating into the middle and being able to channel that, while there's still members from Dread Pirates who are respawning right now.
And the defense is on. We're a little bit of ways away from level 20, but it will be here soon for n0b0. So Dread Pirates trying to find the opportunity once this Dragon Knight is cleared to see maybe they can get a pick or a fight in their favor before that happens.
Yeah, safe rotation by Dread Pirates. They're not going through that bush, not gonna get wompo combo by that Diablo. Dragon Knight pushing bottom. This is the whole team here, while Malthael is still mid, trying to rejoin the rest of his brothers from the Dread Pirates.
Here's the wave, the gate's now down. Dragon Knight's almost done though, so I don't think this is keep potential for n0b0. They're gonna start to back away. But still very good push.
Fight. Yeah, they're almost 20. If they can get 20, then that's a fight that they would probably more likely to take. Instead, they're going to throw a little more damage onto that mid fort and hopefully try to get out of there without getting too much chase.
All right.
Very close game, though, so far.
Yeah, super close. And, I mean, we saw this with earlier games as well, especially on Battlefield, so... Dread Pirates definitely not out of it just yet. They just have to kind of play the patient game, find those opportunities to soak to 20, not give up any more lives until then. Because I think if you lose a member, I think if you lose 2 members on the side of Dread Pirates, that's a keep definitely gone. So.
Yep, absolutely. Grabbing that siege camp, n0b0 Esprouts is probably going to try to push in here, see if they can push with this camp. Although the camp's already half dead, I'm not sure how much cover it's going to give them on this bottom keep. And there is a camp for Dread Pirates pushing top.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure at least alleviated up there, but the focus is down here. Ragnarok taking a bit of damage. There's the Disintegrate used. Let's see if we can get the reset. But it looks like n0b0 doesn't really want to commit to the push now that the wave and the camp are gone. They have another camp they can grab, another 2 camps actually. They will have to send someone up to the top lane if they want to save that fort, but at this point in the game, they might be okay giving it away.
Yeah, it looks like they thought about sending Rexar up there and then changed their mind.
Oh.
Instead, they're gonna quickly get that camp before the invade from Dread Pirates, but they were close. They were almost on top of it.
Yeah, good read from Dread Pirates of knowing exactly where n0b0 was headed. They're gonna stay safe. They have 20 now, which means next time all these members are vaguely in the same area, Muinas, I think get to see something pretty explosive happen.
I think we're gonna see a lot of bodies on the floor slowly sinking into Dragonshire. Which team will it be though? It could go either way. Like it's these games have been so close. I don't know who's gonna win, and that excites me, makes me moist.
Well, here it goes. There's the Welly. APOC comes out. It's going to stun 2. Johanna had the hardened skin. Malthael, though, on the other side, going to fall in a heartbeat. DeLurker has that emergency shielding, but it is going to go down. Tries to use the Blessed Shield, but Johanna is going to fall. Ragnarok is low, but they should be able to be healed up. There is the second APOC as well. And this is looking like a push to potentially end this game coming out from n0b0.
Down for 60 seconds. And now less for Johanna and Sagara. This should be a Dragon Knight for n0b0 and possibly the game. Still have a lot of other forts to get through in other lanes. Bottom is always an option. We'll see what they do as Genji's grabbing the top shrine there, and it's a free channel here for Rexar. And 30 seconds left for the members of Dread Pirates to come back.
Rexar currently in the dragon, which means, well, Misha's not really around right now.
I don't know if Misha...
I think she was definitely in the bush.
She's hibernating. She's hibernating.
Yeah, that's it. She's in there with, it's a little snug in there, the Dragonite with a bear and a Rexar, but you know, everyone makes it work.
She's taking care of her bare necessities right now. Dragonite is going on to the cores. This is the fight. Gotta get this Dragonite off.
Dragonite's
40.
almost expired, but it's not going to be in time. n0b0 going to take the final win. GG. A very clean push there at the end.
GG's indeed. At level 20, just so much shred on that core. It's like the core has full shield, and now it's down to 50% already.
Gone.
Wow.
Pretty tame game in terms of kills overall, but I see everyone in chat going off about Richard Gere, and look at those numbers. Siege, the damage dealt, very, very impressive. And this is what I said, you have Jaina on the team, you're gonna win. My prediction was correct, so got you.
There you go. Congratulations. You have done it. That was quite the game and quite the series overall. Also, Malthael, you know, putting in 66k damage, just constantly fighting with Rexar all game. That was quite a back and forth struggle up there. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to message Virtuoso to see if they want to send someone or let interview.
Most excellent. This was this was a big match. So that will put.
Yeah, give us some numbers.
That'll be 26 points for n0b0 Esprouts. This has been their last match, so that is the end of the regular season for them, I believe. Unless they have more than 10, but I believe that's it. I'm not sure. It's different for each division, so I should know, but I don't. So
How dare you not be able to do everything live right now and know all the things?
we'll do it live, kind of.
All right, Virtuoso's up in lobby 1, so I'm gonna drag us in real fast.
Sounds good.
Hello, Virtuoso.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's great now that we won. Holy shit.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How are y'all feeling after that set?
My heart is, like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to not use so much profanity. My heart is pounding. Holy God.
It was, yeah. All those games were insanely close and insanely entertaining to watch for sure. How did you feel? You know, after game number 1, you guys, you know, were ahead for a lot of that game, and then kind of toward the end, you know, lost the win. What were your thoughts and feelings after that game and going into game number 2?
I mean, I don't know. If we were a team that scrims and that was a scrim, I would have written it down as a win. You know what I mean? A win with a asterisk. This was a thrown team fight. You know what I mean? So I wasn't too tilted about it. We were playing with a sub. Big shout out to Bix for filling in with us. So yeah, it wasn't our usual synergy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we threw a fight. That was it. The rest of the game, you're right, we were winning. So I wasn't too upset about it.
Okay. Yeah, very
Made
good.
game 3 a lot more stressful though.
Yeah.
Knowing that could have ended it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine so. We were actually talking about that a lot during the game of like, is this going to be a repeat of what happened in game number 1? But you cinched it at the end. You had that team fight at the end was super well coordinated as well. So
yeah,
very well done
and
there.
That's the thing about, I mean, their draft can't win a 5v5 against us if they take it straight up. They win by, you know, split pushing and stuff. I mean, it's a Zag comp.
Yeah.
It happens.
Right. Yeah, for sure. We were trying to figure out actually, or I was trying to figure out the synergies on the side of Dread Pirates with that Zagara, because like not everything really fell into place in my mind. So when you kind of saw that draft at the end of the day, what were your team's kind of first reactions to it outside of the team fight point?
It was basically like we just accepted that we were gonna lose a little bit early, right? Like they took the whole wall bottom, like whatever. Like we just knew we had to soak, get to a point that we could force an engagement, and then we'd be fine. We just had to be patient, not get picked. And I think we did that pretty well for the most part. There were a few a few things that happened that were maybe bumps in the road, but for the most part, we played patiently and just scaled up, which is what you have to do against that kind of cheese.
Yeah, for sure. Weenus, I'll pass it over for you for a question.
Yeah. So I guess the question is for you, Virtuoso, is Rag installing a trackpad on his computer? Is that a stressful situation when you're trying to get him in on game 3 and he has to do a bunch of updates? Does that add stress to?
It tilts me a little bit, to be honest. Plays on a Mac, plays on a trackpad. I don't even know how, but the whole situation's stressful, and I try not to think about it. But every time there's a new patch, I'm forced to think about it. So it takes him 8 years to download it. Anyway.
That's another question I have for you is did the last minute patch that came out today, did that shape your draft in any way, or did that make you make any decisions as a reaction to that patch coming out?
Not remotely. I would be surprised if many teams did something other than just play what they know for tonight and then take a closer look at it tomorrow. You know, at least for the people who had games today. Because, I mean, not like we were anticipating this patch. It just showed up.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. It's like, surprise, here you go. And it's
Right?
we've only made changes to about maybe half of the heroes. So
Right?
good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
Even if some of them were small. One more question from me, and of course it's game related. What can you tell me about the following in Twitch chat of Richard Gere? He seems to have quite a few fans.
I mean, he's a great player. Great looking dude. I don't know. What more is there to say? Like, what isn't there to love about Richard Gere, I guess is the real question. It was great in Pretty Woman. I don't know. Like...
So many things. Of course, my question's having so much substance. Back to you, Cat Peach.
Well, that was all I had, but congratulations again, and I'll actually give the floor over to you for some shoutouts right now.
All right, big shoutouts to my team. Happy we were able to pull through. I think it's the first time we've started a series with a loss, so it's a new kind of experience for us to play back from that. Big shoutouts to the Esprouts org. Shoutouts to Twitch chat. Shoutouts to you guys for casting. Thank you so much. Big shoutouts to our coach, Monkey Lumps. And thanks to, I usually say our analyst, but today he was our sub, Bix with Sticks. Yeah, and shoutouts, of course, to Lil B. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, and have a good rest of your night.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, well, that wraps it up, Weenus.
Oh my goodness.
That was a good time.
So exciting. I just had to scream. Oh, I can't wait to listen to that rap of you later.
Oh no, I forgot about that, and
Oh my goodness.
my.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
yeah, of course. Tell everyone where they can find you on the internet if they want to
They
want
can
more
find me
Weenus.
if you more Weenus. If you go to the California penitentiary system and you type in no, I'm just kidding. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MoistWeenus, or on Twitter, which is @MoistWeenus, and that's about it.
Woo woo! Thank you for joining.
That's where I am.
Yeah, we were actually saying we haven't casted since the Deck the Brawl's Christmas event, so it was really nice to.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
It's been a long time for sure. But that's it for me tonight.
It hasn't been long enough, is what you
No,
mean.
it's great. I hope it happens again this Christmas, actually, because it was a lot of fun.
It was. Maybe we'll do another off-season tournament, maybe this summer.
Yeah, I'd be down. All right, but that's gonna be it for me and everyone tonight. Thanks everyone for the cheers and the subs and the follows and the hosts. Really appreciate it. And I am going to be over on Hero Hype's channel tomorrow doing a thing we haven't announced yet. That's kind of exciting and terrifying all at once. So keep an eye out for that. But we will see you next time. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.